Hey girls, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another girl talk video, and today we are talking about how to come back from a breakup, how to pick yourself up, how to move on, how to get through it, how to accept it, all those good things. I think I'm qualified to talk about this. I have been through two major breakups that left me kind of like emotional and shook up. And that were just like sad and left me kind of questioning myself and my worth and all those types of things. So I just wanted to share my kind of coping mechanisms with y'all and hope that it will help you. So let's get into the video. All right, y'all, so you know how I like to do. I have 5 tips here for you. And the first one is, do not question yourself or your worth. Do not let one person's opinion about whether or not you're worth being in a relationship with affect your personal viewpoint on yourself, on your life, on your worth, on your value as a person, as a woman, as a partner, whatever the case may be. I think that we hold that in high regard because obviously we want to be with that person, and we want to build a relationship and probably a life with that person. But just remember that they are a person too, just like you, and their opinion matters, but it shouldn't matter to the point where it fluctuates the scale of, or tips the scale rather, of what you think about you. So that's tip number 1. Know that, regardless, you are worthy and you are valuable and you bring a lot to the table, and whether or not that person can see that now or whether they'll see it later on down the line does not decrease your value. There's a quote, what is it? I can't remember. It's something along the lines of like, just because someone can't see your value doesn't mean it's not there, or something like that. That's what I'm trying to say. So tip number 2 is own up to your part, or to your mistakes, or whatever you didn't do to the best of your ability, or whatever you didn't do right, or whatever you could have done better in the relationship. Just like own up to your part, as to why the breakup came about, and be okay with that, and just take it as a lesson and do better. So own up to your part too. Don't place the blame on your ex or whatever. Just make sure that you got your big girl panties on and that you're saying, hey, like, he did this, but I also could have done this better. Number 3 is get a hobby or dive deeper into a current one. As women, we love hard, we commit even harder, and when we go through breakups, we kind of just go into this shell. So get a hobby or dive deeper into one. I know when I'm upset, when I'm mad, I have a tendency to become more domestic than I already am. So I'll just cook and clean a lot. So when I went through my breakups, my dorm room, my apartment were spotless. I had meal prepped for the next 2 weeks and all those types of things. And that's just something that I enjoy, that domestic acts calm me. Because I like cleaning and I like organizing and those types of things. Also, around the time of one of my breakups, I was getting ready to go to Miss Georgia. It was like 3 months before I left for Miss Georgia. So when that breakup happened, I was just like, okay, Miss Georgia's coming up. I'm upset, but focusing on Miss Georgia and preparing for Miss Georgia is going to keep my mind off of this breakup. So things like that. Just find something that you enjoy, that'll take up a lot of your time and a lot of your thought space and a lot of your focus, so you're not just kind of in bed all day or not eating or not sleeping. Take that energy and turn it into something positive. Number 4 is vent. Talk to your girlfriends, talk to your mom, your best friend, whoever. I think as women, this can kind of be difficult for us because, like I said in tip number 2, we don't always take the blame for what we didn't do or what we could have done better. And when you're venting to someone who's always going to have a biased positive opinion of you, you can kind of make your ex look bad or shed a bad light on them. So be careful about that. Tell the good and the bad. But I think it's good for us to vent and to talk about these things. Sometimes you don't want advice or someone's opinion. You just want someone to listen to you, and you just want to get it all out. Whether that's talking to somebody, whether that's journaling, whether that's just kind of sitting by yourself and talking to yourself about the situation. I think venting and letting it all out is very, very important. And number 5, I think this is, the biggest one. Regardless of what happened or why your relationship ended, whether it was your fault, whether it was their fault, whatever, it happened. And there's nothing you can do about it right now. And if you both come to your senses, if you decide to work it out, that's great. But above that, view this breakup as a learning lesson in life and don't hold grudges. I think with every experience, whether it's positive, negative, whether it worked out the way you wanted it to or not, you can always learn something. I think that is a great thing about life, is that we're constantly learning, and we're all kind of in different phases of education when it comes to learning in life. So regardless of what happened, view it as a learning lesson and take that lesson with you in the future, for your next relationship and those types of things. And just, be grateful, you guys, and don't hold grudges. If you were hurt, I'm sorry. And, it's happened. There's nothing that you can do about it now except learn from it and look for those signs and look for those flags. And just take every breakup, whether every positive breakup, every negative breakup, every positive or negative relationship experience, and apply it to your dissertation for life. And I hope this helped you guys. I hope that, if you're going through a breakup, that this was helpful for you, and that you stay strong, and that you find happiness, and that above all, you take this experience and learn from it, and apply it to your life so that you can do better and be happier. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Engage with me in the comments. And yeah.